Hey, this is Notser, and this is the Tier 9 Soviet destroyer, Udaloi. It has 6 main guns, 15 torpedoes, 28 AA guns, a surface detection of 8 kilometers, top speed 40 knots, total hull 18,800. For my modules, reduce crit chance on main battery, increase main battery accuracy, rate of fire, reduce the chance of flood and fire, faster rudder shift, concealment. For my commander, situation awareness, basic firing training, last stand, superintendent, advanced firing training, and demolition expert. We are on the map Trap, and I have a huge announcement to make. We have finally received a press account. We can now play the Soviet cruisers, share our thoughts. We also will be able to have early access to the premium ships that become available on the store. Won't have to wait for the North American realm to get their act together. We'll actually be able to play it early and share it with everyone. So I hope you're excited for that. I am very excited. I've already tried some of the Soviet cruisers. They're pretty nice. First impression, Mogamis. Mogamis everywhere. So, we are at sea. We engage an enemy Fletcher. This is borderline suicidal, considering the Fletcher should dominate in a 1v1 scenario. But we're landing our shots and we're staying very neutral. It's very hard for him to do pretty good damage. And every time he fires, I try and maneuver my ship back and forth. If he fires when I am pointed to the right, then I'm going to turn the rudder to the left. And he sent out torpedoes, so we have to be careful. But it looks like there's plenty of room to avoid it. So far, he has not hit our ship once. How rare is that? Of course, as I say that, he knocks out a couple modules, he runs aground, he pulls a Notser, and we finish him off for our first blood. I couldn't imagine a better way for that engagement to go. Quite honestly, I thought running into the Fletcher was not the destroyer that I was hoping to see. But since we did everything in our power to do as much damage and avoid as much damage. Now, the enemy Tirpitz tries to fire on us, but he misses because dispersion. We want to capture C, of course. The enemy has already successfully captured B. Since there are no enemies visible in that area, we can only assume it has to be destroyers. And there's 5 more left in the game. Yes, 5 more left in the game. We've only taken out 1 destroyer. 6 destroyers on their team? We've got 5. And oh crap, they're sending torpedoes. Turd, port. Oh, we slow down too. We're not going to fall for that ever again. The Gremyashi ran into torpedoes in a similar fashion. We're going to drop the speed and turn. And we were successful in avoiding. Imagine that. Now, more and more torpedoes all over this area. We probably have confirmed 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 separate destroyers in the area. And were detected. Remember, 8 kilometers. I gave up concealment to get advanced firing training and demolition expert. We're going to see how successful it is. Enemy Fubuki shows up. 6 kilometers. Pretty easy. And we're just going to fire our guns. Doesn't look like he's interested in engaging us. He also has to deal with the islands. He doesn't want to pull a Notser like the Fletcher. So he's having to come closer and closer and closer. The shots are just easier and easier, and it looks like he actually is fine with running in the island. Can we kill him? Yes! We killed him just before we would have lost sight. 2 enemy destroyers down. Oh, that's all the enemies that existed. The Tirpitz is out there. The Fletcher is out there. We have range on the Fletcher because of advanced firing training. So we're going to try and fire. Lead the target. We're taking damage from something behind us. Ahatsaru. And just as quickly, he pops the smoke. He's trying to avoid it, but it doesn't work when you're coming right at me. I can see you, plain as day. We take out one of the back guns. I really do feel for them. Possibly going to use their torpedoes. Why not? I felt like he was going to try and escape, so I wanted to have a contingency plan. However, we're doing a ton of damage to this guy. He's dead in the water. Doesn't appear that he has last stand. It makes sense. He probably has the faster rearm. He sent out his torpedoes. Not gonna work on us, my friend. And Friendly is able to finish off the Hatsaharu. This Tirpitz, of course, can see us. He doesn't have his guns tracked on us, so we're gonna try and get a fire or two. If he happens to have damage control, maybe we can bait it out. And that's exactly what happens. Now, we're gonna get a couple more shots, and yeah, Demolition Expert is just so strong if you can land it in the right spots. 2 more fires. 100% he was immune to them, but still, 3 fires on the Tirpitz in a span of probably 15 seconds. That's pretty good. I'm hoping that he will continue on this path. I will cut in front of him. I will have the opportunity to possibly use my torpedoes. Now, we've used our port, but the starboard is still available. We have 1 set that we could use. We are pretty healthy. This is rare. This is very rare. Especially running into all those destroyers. Speaking of all those destroyers, our team has only lost 1. Their team have lost 4 destroyers. We're doing a fantastic job of killing those little buggers. So, since the Tirpitz is visible, we are looking for fires. Not with the first salvo. We get a fire on the second, plus a friendly also got one, so he is taking a significant amount of damage per second. I'm looking for a fire on his stern. We need to pull the gun elevation down slightly. Ah, there we go. That's exactly where we want to land. Now, can we get it lit up? That's the real question. His guns are just not... There we go. That's 3. And he's pointed straight at us. Notser! Notser! Be careful! Is he going to get... Yeah, of course he's going to get a shot before we're able to kill him, but we're so neutral. It's a really hard shot. Is he going to burn down? We're able to kill him and get the kill. 3 kills, a Tirpitz, 2 destroyers. Our team has basically dominated the northeast side of the map. Most of the enemy team, in fact, I think every single player on the enemy team is visible right now. We've got 7 ships. And yeah, they only have 7 ships left. We know exactly where every single one of them is. The nice thing about Soviet destroyers, over all other classes of ships, we're really fast. We can get around the map very quickly. We're almost in range of an enemy cruiser that's attempting to capture B. Not really going to be successful with a friendly battleship on B. I don't know his health yet. I'm hoping it's low. And it can't get much lower than that. He's actually killed outright. The battleship is still alive. Ah, the battleship died. Now we don't have anyone to stop the capture on B. Unless I get in range to use my guns. This game is surprisingly close. We were so dominant in the east, the west just gave up a lot. And that's understandable. I don't expect every player to be able to deal with the onslaught of the enemy, but I do wish that players would be more understanding of when to bail on a bad situation so you can live to fight another day. It's one thing to just run away. I've had plenty of games where I'm pushing a flank and my buddy decides to pull back. Well, part of the strategy requires that you join me. As I'm moving closer to the Udaloi, it's very obvious that he's the lowest health target. He's also probably the smallest health target. But we got a friendly Baltimore in the area. We've got another friendly cruiser. They're taking fire from the Izumo, the Rune. We're going to engage them. We're not the center of attention. This is the perfect opportunity to be that annoying mosquito that just continues to fire. And the Izumo takes fire from something awesome. Looks like someone wanted to fire on us, but we're okay. We're still healthy. We lose a friendly. Oh no. We're actually down now. We can't afford for them to be able to take B from us. So I figure these enemies are going to be scouted by the friendlies, right? We can pop our smoke, we can sit in it, and we can engage the Rune. And maybe the Izumo in the background. Who knows? This cruiser is making a break for it, though. He's coming very close to us. And I'm trying to interrupt the capture. It's not going to be in time, though. Just barely not in time. Now, the cruiser's showing a perfect broadside. We switch to AP, and we're going to do a lot of damage when the enemy is at a perfect broadside. And we assist in melting him down. Just love seeing him burn. Yes, see you at the bottom. Or not. Yeah. Oh man, Notser, those comebacks are really cool. Yeah, okay, we're doing our best to try and win the game. That's the most important thing. We've swapped back to HE, of course. It would be ludicrous to use AP in a scenario where a battleship is pointed directly on you, and most of the shells are going to land on giant turrets that will just absorb it. He chooses to turn, though, showing a full broadside at this point. He's got 2 fires, which are doing pretty good damage. Since he's showing a full broadside, we're going back to AP. And we're trying to locate it, the upper half of the hull on the superstructure, basically. There's a lot of flat surface there. That's exactly where we want it. At this distance, we'll probably ricochet off the top. So you kind of need that flat surface or the superstructure, the command tower. Otherwise, it's pretty much wasted. But we've overstayed our welcome. Wow, that was close. We started moving just in the nick of time. The Izamo completely misses. And now we are running for our life. Our friendlies are doing something at sea. I don't know what they're doing. Hopefully they'll try and fire on the Izamo. We need to survive. The team is down. We don't have a capture advantage. We have to get kills, and we have to do it fairly quickly. Now, I love to mirror drive. Those of you who have watched, you want to be very, very aware of what the enemy is doing. Where are their guns pointed? Who have they fired on? What is their cooldown? All of this is very important, and we were looking for that fire. That's what I was looking for right there. I assumed he probably used damage control to put out the first fire. So this fire should stick and assist in killing. And now we've got to deal with the Kutuzov and the Udaloi without smoke. This is terrifying. I'm just trying to stall, avoid as much damage as I can, get to the point where I can actually be safe in smoke, and then engage the target. And ooh, Kutuzov. Ooh, we're good. The turrets are still alive. Don't know how, but they're still alive. And we incapacitate steering. We actually got a fire. That's cool. But this is not looking good. Friendlies have brought back the game. We're now only down by a couple points. Oh, friendly lands a huge shot on a broadside Mogami. The Baltimore is probably the target that did it. I want to infer that, of course. We did notice that there was an enemy destroyer somewhere in front of the Mogami, and we take out the Mogami as a team. Great job. And I'm going to send my torpedoes, force the Kutuzov to sail defensively. But we could slow down and stop. I felt like, hey, maybe the Baltimore has direct line of sight. Nope, the Baltimore does not have direct line of sight. And this smoke is basically wasted. And I'm like, no, he's not going to be able to help me at all. Maybe my torpedoes will be helpful. But it's just a waste of my time. We go full speed. Looks like the Kutuzov felt like it was a waste of time for him. We're going to get a little bit of cheeky shots in because he was turning his turrets a little bit away. We're not doing much damage. We lost one of our front guns, by the way. We're down to 2 turrets. It's not completely terrible. It's pretty bad, but we can contribute. And I'm hoping to contribute on this Benson. This guy is out in the open, 10 kilometers away. He pops his smoke. We're going to try and lead. I love to draw an oval around the target and draw it out. We predicted he might go that way. Oh, we got it. Did we do enough to kill him? I don't think. I'm trying to predict this. He's probably dead if we land another shot. It's very, very close. But I don't think we're going to be able to do it. I think he's moved off a little bit too much from the predicted path. It's just wasting our time announcing our presence at this point. We need to get a little bit closer. It looks like there's another destroyer that's just on the other side, sitting in smoke, firing on the friendly Baltimore. This is a little dangerous. This is a lot dangerous. Why would you do this? There's the Udaloi. And hopefully the Kutuzov is not interested in firing on us. We gotta kill these guys. Oh, the Benson, he shows himself. That was a mistake, my friend. Can we just kill him outright? Kill him outright. We missed, or actually we did damage, but we didn't kill him. Kill him. I'm trying to get double strike, by the way. I was just, oh, double strike. We missed again. We gotta get the Benson. Friendly takes out the Benson. I'm chipping away at the Udaloi. Come on, take him out. Get this guy. Get him. Just hold steady for a little bit. We're not gonna try and kill you. Oh, that straddle. That was so close. Oh, we set him on fire. Our propulsion got knocked out. But we're not detected anymore. And look, the Benson's on fire. His repair's not up. Come on, kill him. Is he gonna? Come on. Come on. Yeah, we earned Kraken Unleashed. And we gotta laugh maniacally, of course. That was just perfect. And all the hopes and dreams are on Kappa Pride in the Tier 8 Premium Soviet Cruiser, Kutuzov. He has terrible angling against us, but we're really low. And I'm only doing this because he's preoccupied and I have smoke, which I choose to use. We're going to just widen our stance a little bit so both guns can easily fire on him. But a friendly kills him before we have a chance. And that was a good game. We initially started with a lead, then we were at a deficit, and then we came back and won it. We earned Confederate, First Blood, Kraken Unleashed, which means 5 kills, almost 500,000 credits earned, 2,704 base XP, just a great carry. We did around 110,000 points of damage. I think this build works out pretty well. We definitely saw a lot more fires, and it positively contributed to our damage output. But that's not all. We've got another Udaloi game. Hopefully you enjoy it. It's on the map North, and it has the exact same build. Advanced Firing Training and Demolition Expert. So right off the bat, I'm headed for C. Now C doesn't have the clear advantage to the south spawn anymore. We can't take advantage of that elephant trunk, but we could still play the cap correctly. Use our smoke when there is a threat of damage. Retreat, come back, use our torpedoes. Don't throw away the ship. It's only 2 minutes in, and we catch sight of an enemy Myoko. The enemy Myoko appears to be headed towards D. So, with that understanding, we will definitely run into one of the 5 enemy destroyers. We catch sight of another enemy ship. It's an Izumo and Nagato. So, maybe this will work out. Nope. We're detected. Where is he? 8-kilometer range. Remember, they have the advantage. We do not. We need to be careful. I choose to pop my smoke, of course. Hopefully we can capture. If we can't, it's not a big deal. I'm going to bail if I have any sight whatsoever of danger. It definitely was a destroyer, though, that scouted us. So which one could it be? Could it be a Japanese? Could it be an American? Here come torpedoes. Okay. Well, it looks like the torpedo might hit the back, so we're going to scoot forward ever so slightly. Okay, we're good. That was one set. Oh, here comes another set. 2 sets, actually. So we're going to back up just a little bit. And I think we're actually going to capture. Yeah, we were able to capture. He definitely had some torpedoes that overlapped. But because they were spread out just enough, we had the opportunity to move back and forth and completely avoid them. Now, it was 3 sets. I don't think it was a Shimakaze. I think it was 2 separate destroyers that sent those torpedoes. Who could it be? It could probably be a Japanese and an American. We don't have an idea, though. We just need to be careful. Friendly Benson is a madman in going forward. If he catches sight, enemy Kagero is very visible, and we're going to try firing on a broadside target. He's not moving that fast. He hasn't chosen to use smoke. We could get pretty good damage on this guy. And first salvo misses, second salvo hits. We are now detected. Smoke is no longer our ally. And it looks like a friendly might actually land his torpedoes. Come on! Can we knock out his engines to really solidify that chance? We do! I think he's gonna sail right into it. I think he's sailing. Come on, friendly. Did you take him out? No, he missed. Dang it. One feature of the Udaloi now, it has the ability to have its AA guns extend out to 6 kilometers. 6 kilometers. I remember when it was like 4. They really did make the Soviet destroyer line feel like a close support craft for battleships and cruisers. So you need to be careful. You will be detected a lot easier, but you'll have the opportunity to take out that scout aircraft that's being annoying, showing you to all the enemy. For whatever reason, the cruiser that headed towards D has yet to even capture it. I don't even think I've seen him start the process. I don't know why, but there's no real point in staying in an area that the enemy is not interested in moving. There's at least 2 enemy destroyers, 3 enemy destroyers over by A. One looks like he's headed for the gap. The enemy that was trying to capture B is dead. I figured, let's secure B. Let's make sure we can capture it. There's another enemy destroyer at D. Let's secure B. Let's give our team an overwhelming chance to win the game, force the enemy to overextend. It really does work that simple. If the enemy is down, they have to press. I can't tell you how frustrating it is to play a game and realize your team is not interested in playing the objective for the first 10 minutes of the match. It really puts you behind. What if you don't hit that shot? What if they somehow get a super flank on 3 or 4 of your fleet? You can't recover. You're just too far behind. But with the advantage of the capture points, we can make dumb plays. We can overextend. We can be aggressive. Be aggressive. And I like that. Because I'm an aggressive player. I don't know how the friendly destroyer survived at sea. He actually took out the enemy destroyer that tried to take C from his grasp. Very impressive. But he does have an enemy cruiser, I believe, or it's a battleship. My screen's a little far away. There's an enemy big ship at sea. He can't afford to take it on by himself. Now, I have my smoke. I'm going to fire on the Baltimore. I felt like I can't be the one scouting him. It has to be someone else since he fired. We're able to come to a complete stop. So he misses with a salvo. We land a fire on him. He puts it out. Now, if we can land another fire on him, then it shall stick. And it will do a significant amount of damage. There we go. Can we get another fire? I would love a fire at the back part of a ship. Come on. I don't think we got a fire. I'm going to follow it in just to see. Nope. Only one fire. Sometimes you're really lucky. At least on my end. You're really lucky getting fires. Other times, you basically have no chance. This is the same build. The same exact build. Only 3 fires so far. But to be fair, Notser, you haven't really fired that much. This is true. This is true. That enemy is going to capture C. It looked like he was going to push forward. I have my torpedoes. I could make use of them. My detection is awful, though. 1-to-1 with my torpedoes. I had to give up concealment for the double dip with level 4. Demolition and advanced firing training. It is a big deal, but it's not that big a deal when you consider the Soviet destroyer gameplay. They just don't care that much about using their torpedoes like the US destroyers, like the Japanese destroyers. Plus, when an enemy Aweigh, for example, don't know where I'm getting that from, looks to be headed straight for you, you can easily lead the target and move out of the area. The torpedoes will catch up to him, you will get 1 or 2 strikes, and your team will appreciate the effort. Unfortunately, we're detected. Fortunately, though, the Aweigh didn't want to fire on us. He probably got, oh, you jerk, Fubuki. We're going to go after that, Fubuki. It's going to be a lot easier for me to hit my shots than it is for you. He might actually sail into my torpedoes, which would be hilarious. I think he's actually, yes, I think he's going to take it. Yeah, right on the nose. He took a flood. Can we finish him off with this salvo? It looks good. Yeah, we take it out. But we did have assistance from the pink and purple ship right next to us, the Myoko. Oh, wow. We hit 3 torpedoes. We actually hit 4. I don't think we had a torpedo hit the enemy before that scenario. That was lucky. The team just decided to sail right into the area that we sent them. It worked out in our favor. I can't say that I just knew that was going to happen. But as a Soviet destroyer and as the Udaloi, I've got one more set of torpedoes, yes. This is how aggressive I play. Now, truthfully, it's not all about this. I did want to kill him with my torpedo in style. I felt like I deserved it. You deserved it. Let's do it. But a part of me is using this to avoid flanking fire from that cruiser. I'm keeping that island in between. And as you saw, I was able to avoid his main battery. So he's making a turn. I think we're okay. I think it's narrow enough that we're going to catch him and kill him. And yeah, we do. We kill him. But look, the Myoko can't even engage us. We've kept this island in between ourselves and that cruiser. So in a sense, we prevented damage. We were very neutral. It was really hard for the Amagi to hit us. It is possible for him to hit us, though. A really good player does know exactly where to aim. But it worked out. We didn't take any damage. Look how healthy we are, and we basically ran right into a battleship. So as I'm working towards C, no reason to capture C other than I want some capture points. We've already got 2, why not 3? We're going to fire on the enemy cruiser. He's already on fire. He's dealing with at least 2 friendly cruisers. Why not make it a little bit harder on him? No mercy, right? Stop picking on the pink and purple ship. Well, I'm not the one who got the kill, so I didn't really do anything. I was just playing the game. So there's only 1 enemy cruiser left. The game's nearly over. I'm loving this build. Yes, I give up a little concealment, but not much, honestly. Only 800 meters. That is so minuscule when you consider I'm gaining either extra range or extra fire damage. It really adds up. I don't feel like I'm only going to get 50, 60,000 points of damage. I actually feel like I can do a significant portion of the team's damage in a Soviet destroyer. I didn't really feel that way before having both of these skills. You could see the Baltimore's running. I don't blame him. I would run too. I would try and get a kill, but I would run too. Friendlies are trying to kill him. Can they get him? Oh, nice. Someone got a Citadel. That's the only way that would have happened. And the game ends pretty smoothly. We didn't take any damage. We got 2 kills, 6 torpedo strikes, 350,000 credits earned, 2,474 base XP. We did 85,000 points of damage. Solid game in the Udaloi. I hope you enjoyed both of these games. I think I'm getting there with my Soviet destroyers. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you next time.